You're watching Pascal in the Morning. Welcome back.
Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, y'all? Hope you guys are doing well out there in Facebook and YouTube land. It's your boy, Pascal. This is the Pascal Show, a.k.a. Pascal in the Morning. I hope you guys had a wonderful day yesterday. I'm hoping you guys are having a wonderful morning so far. It has been a great day so far. It's nice and cool out there. I'm going to be real honest. I'm very happy that it was like, I woke up and it was 70 degrees. I was so happy. I think that's the first time in a long time I've been happy that the summer is starting to taper off, but you never know with St. Louis. St. Louis weather is so fickle, you never know. But anyway, if this is your first time checking out the show, please go to the Facebook page.com/The Pascal Show and click that like button, okay? If you're watching this on YouTube, what's up, y'all? What's up, YouTube fam? Go and crush that subscribe button. It would really mean a lot. But anyway, let's get things moving, man. Today on the ones and twos, we got my boy DJ Peasy. What's up, my dude? How you been, my bruh? Yeah. Oh, shucks.
That's what's up.
Ah, stop it now. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The check is in the mail. But I appreciate you being here, brother. You know, I always love seeing that shiny face of yours. So I appreciate you being here. And of course, on the comments, we got Sean Hall. Yo, what's good, my dude? What's up, y'all?
What's up? What's up?
How you been, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's a good day.
Your Tuesday good?
Yeah, Tuesday was good. And hung out with my homeboy, Titan. So it was good. Shout out to Titan. I know he's watching right now.
What's up, Titan? Bow, 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 bow. Shout out to you. You know what I mean? Read a book! Go read a book!
Oh, he's a smart
kid.
He always reads books.
I'm sure he is.
And he knows a lot about internet as much as we do.
That's not good. That's not good. Because
no,
then you start diving
more.
into the dark web. You don't want to know what's over there, man. You don't want to know. You ever done that where you're like on YouTube and you keep going and going and going and then you go, how did I get here? Like, I only wanted to see how to make a universal key that opens up locks. Every lock. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like, I just wanted to know how to, like, you know, hotwire a car, and suddenly I'm looking at old Teletubby videos or something like that.
You're opening up other locks.
Yeah, well, yeah. And that's the stuff the dark web, like I said. But anyway, what is the conversation of the day for Let's Talk? What are we talking about, man?
So, if you all didn't catch the VMAs, Madonna did a tribute to Aretha Franklin. And so, basically, it's, what do you think about her tribute? You know, your comments on how she did, and yeah, it's gonna be a good conversation.
Yeah, yeah. Well, as we all know, that the great Aretha Franklin, Queen of Soul, passed away. Madonna was on the VMAs this past Monday night, had an opportunity to basically give homage to Aretha Franklin. And real talk, it was interesting. That's all I can say. It's like
interesting.
So definitely comment down below and let us know what you think. Do you think that she did Aretha justice, or was it just her kind of talking about herself the entire time? Because that's kind of what it felt like, in my personal opinion. But comment down below. Let us know what you think. Of course, everybody behind the cameras that make us look good. We got Sess, Tom, Allison's in the house. Make some noise. What's up, y'all? How you guys doing, Sess? I know you're behind the camera today. You know, it's a little busy one. We don't have Brianna here, who usually does our live switching. Shout out to Brianna if you're watching. We miss you. Looking forward to see you next week. Anyway, of course, what I'm really excited about, we got, man, I'm going to say the hip-hop of Wings. The man, the myth, the legend, this guy's incredible. He owns St. Louis Wing Company. Bobby Tessler is in the house. Make some noise. And we have the very, very funny, very talented, he just got off doing this opening for D.L. Hughley. Man, this guy's really, really great. Willie Lynch Jr. is in the house. Make some noise. Man, I'm excited. It's going to be a great show. We got a lot of things to talk about. We got things to talk about as far as vegan, and we got things to talk about as far as meat or chicken. So it's going to be a fun one today. Two opposite sides of the coin, of the same coin, hopefully. Anyway, it's time to get into the news, guys. Well, a day after being implicated in felony campaign finance charges by his former attorney, President Trump tweeted, "If anyone is looking for a good lawyer, I would strongly suggest that you don't retain services of Michael Cohen." This is especially damning considering that the president is sort of an expert on bad lawyers. Moving on, in research, this is very interesting, by the way, this is very interesting. Research has found that men have better sex with emotionally unstable women. This is very real, apparently. We all been there. We all been there. Great. This is great because now I can't even say that the sex is good without her going, "What are you saying? I'm crazy?" And then her trying to stab me. But anyway, we got a great show for you guys. We got Willie Lynch Jr. in the house coming up. But first, we got Things I Find Dope and Let's Talk. So see you guys in a minute. Deuces! Woo! You're going to perform tonight?
I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else so we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, "I love Pascal" on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions. Imagination, image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
So here at the Tent Guy, we try to do things completely differently than everyone else has done in the past. Our emphasis is on customer satisfaction from the moment they walk into the door to the moment they leave in their vehicle with whatever service it is that they had performed. We know that we're not the cheapest around, but we are the best. And that's the emphasis that we try to push onto everyone. We don't want to be the people that are advertising we have the cheapest prices in town, because therefore we would never be the best. We offer full tinting services, custom tinting services on classic cars. We offer paint protection film, ceramic coatings, full detailing services. We offer full vehicle wrapping and graphics. We offer lettering on commercial vehicles. We offer full print vehicle wraps for advertising. We offer exterior window advertising, window perf. Not only do we do automobiles, but we do residences, also commercial buildings.
You're watching Pascal in the Morning. Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If this is your first time checking out the show, please go and click the like, give us a like on the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Pascal Show. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, youtube.com/The Pascal Show. Crush, and literally crush that subscribe button. It would mean a lot. STL, support STL. All right, guys? Anyway, it is time for Things I find dope. And in things I find dope, Seth, what's good, my brother?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Okay, so hold on. Let me get in the middle. Okay, cool. So there's some pretty cool stuff. I don't know if you guys liked RoboCop, like the original back in the day, the real one. I kind of like the new one too. But that the little walker robots, one of the big enemies, is kind of real. So I find that dope, but I think it's scary because it's in Russia's hands. Russian weapons company unveils a 13-foot tall gold killer robot. The killer is just kind of hyped up, but it's a walking robot. It's made for some combat stuff, some engineering stuff. It's just on display right now. Like, it's not being used, or so they say. Right. But I think it's kind of cool because it's like science fiction coming to life, and then it's kind of scary because, you know, those crazy Russians and stuff. Yeah. but that's pretty much it, man. I'm kind of a science nerd, and I like things like in movies, and so I like stuff like that. So that's something I find out.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting to see what they do with it. Russia.
Probably kill people.
You know, America would just, I don't know.
Where's Tony Stark?
I don't even know what they do with it. You know what I mean? They'd probably start washing cars or something for us, or something. Flipping burgers. Eventually we'll be flipping burgers or something. But one last thing, very cool thing that I think is very dope. Today is my father's birthday. So I just wanted to say to my dad, I love you. Thank you for putting me on this earth. You're the bomb. You're the bomb. You're the bomb. Also, we had a very nice interview conversation, me and my father. It was a really great, intimate conversation that I have on the show. Go check it out. Hopefully it inspires you to sit down and have a grown man conversation or grown woman conversation with your parents as well. So definitely check it out. Dad, I love you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And that was things I find dope, but moving on, it's time for Let's Talk.
Now you've got to be kidding me.
He needs some milk.
And you know how it is in Let's Talk. Sean Hall, what's up, yo?
What's up, yo? All right, so Let's Talk segment. So Madonna did a tribute to Aretha Franklin doing the VMAs, and we were asking, like, what did you think about her performance, or what she said, or whatever like that. So we have a few comments, and then we'll go around. So Romero said she had an all about me moment, LOL, which I don't think that's LOL, that's actually fact.
Right.
And David said some things as well, but I'm gonna have to edit some of this.
Yeah.
So he said, she's washed up, and my grandmother would have slapped the out of her. This cuckoo clock looking bird just be open. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's pretty nutty. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
Pretty nutty little homage to Aretha Franklin, which really was not even an homage to Aretha Franklin. It makes no sense to me. It was literally just her talking about herself and how she became who she is, how she became Madonna, basically. And by ways of 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, she just said, hey, this is how Aretha Franklin affects my life. It was just really, really watered down. It was really bad, especially for somebody who is so iconic. So, you know, it's Aretha Franklin, for crying out loud.
You know
what I'm saying? Like, they should have brought out Beyonce or something, or somebody like that would actually give her respect, the respect that she deserves. Madonna is just, I don't know.
Put some respect on it.
Yeah.
Put some respect. I got one thing.
I will say one thing.
Go ahead, please do.
I will say one thing. This is the second time. Because what else did Madonna do that she just botched? The Prince tribute.
Oh,
you remember that? This is the second time. So I don't know who's like
bringing her back,
or, you know, hey, you should do this because you're old.
It's the booking people. It's the booking people.
This is the second time.
They're like, who can sing? Oh, remember Madonna?
Well, Madonna's still living, so let's do it.
Give it to Mariah Carey.
Yeah, it's like,
you know what I'm saying? She used
Wow!
She used to sing. At least give it to Mariah Carey.
You said give it to her?
Why give it to?
I think if Mariah got up there, she probably wouldn't sing. She would probably talk about Aretha Franklin.
Well, she would ask for the right. She would ask for tea and stuff. I got one thing because I'm just waiting for Lifetime to use Madonna in the Aretha Franklin
story, and she plays Aretha Franklin. Just you wait. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
But this is the
anyway,
second time.
Yeah.
Second time.
But anyway, that was Let's Talk. Definitely let the comments go down below. Please let us know what's going on. Up next, we got the owner of STO Wing Company. My dude, Bobby Tessler, is coming up. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Peace.
You're going to perform tonight. I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions. Image a nation, image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
So here at the Tent Guy, we try to do things completely differently than everyone else has done in the past. Our emphasis is on customer satisfaction from the moment they walk into the door to the moment they leave in their vehicle with whatever service it is that they had performed. We know that we're not the cheapest around, but we are the best. And that's the emphasis that we try to push onto everyone. We don't want to be the people that are advertising we have the cheapest prices in town, because therefore we would never be the best. We offer full tinting services, custom tinting services on classic cars. We offer paint protection film, ceramic coatings, full detailing services. We offer full vehicle wrapping and graphics. We offer lettering on commercial vehicles. We offer full print vehicle wraps for advertising. We offer exterior window advertising, window perf. Not only do we do automobiles, but we do residences, also commercial buildings.
You're watching Pascal in the Morning. Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If this is your first time watching this show, like I said, if you're tuning in right now, I know a lot of people are tuning in right now to see this man and see these amazing wings that are right in front of me right now, because I am really, really hungry. But if this is your first time checking out the show, please go and click that like button on the Facebook page. And also, if you're watching this feed right now, give us a bunch of love, hearts, that kind of thing. If you're a big fan of wings, give us a bunch of hearts, smiley faces, the whole 9. We about to grub. I'm lying. This is just for show, I think, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, this man is the hip-hop of wings, man. This guy he's incredible. He's got a great restaurant called St. Louis Wing Company. Please welcome my brother, Bobby Tessler, everybody.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Right. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
What's going on?
Man, I'm good.
I brought you a T-shirt.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
You got me a skateboard, too?
That's my skateboard.
That's what's up. I appreciate it, man.
That's the St. Louis flag, you know, with my logo in the middle.
I love it.
So,
I love it, man. I love it. Oh, yeah. And it's funny how we're wearing, and I swear to God, this was not planned, y'all. Old Vienna T-shirts.
Right. I talked to you last night.
Yeah.
And I was trying to figure out what I should wear, which one of my shirts. So I picked this one.
That's so random.
But see, the difference is yours says Red Hot Riplet chips, mine says Red Hot Riplet chicken wings.
Chicken wings. And that's actually what's in front of us right now, right?
The Red Hot Riplets, yeah.
The Red Hot Riplets. Red Hot Riplets. This is some good stuff, man.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about it. You see that throwback a little bit? But yeah, so tell me about this whole venture. I mean, you know, I know you've had quite an interesting life, quite an interesting journey. So how did you get to wings, man?
Oh, man, that's a long story. I've been a fine dining chef almost my whole career. And then I just decided that I wanted to do something that had more longevity because fine dining restaurants don't stick around very long.
Right.
And I went into one of my competitors to get some wings for one of my son's football fundraisers. I liked their concept, but I didn't like their food. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what? I can take what I've learned over the years in my career and do the same thing, but just make it better. And that's what I did. So the Red Hot Riplets actually came about as people were telling me to do some Flamin' Hot Cheeto wings. And I'm so St. Louis, man. I love my city. And I was born and raised here. So I grew up on Red Hot Riplets. And it just hit me one day. I was like, I'm going to do Red Hot Riplet wings. So I started playing around with different spices and stuff like that. And I came up with the rub that tasted just like the chip. And then next thing you know, it blew up.
So how did you come up with the rub? Like, what's the trick?
The trick, just knowing flavors. Just, you know, there's paprika, garlic, some hickory, some Cajun seasoning, sugar, stuff like that. So I just knowing like flavor profiles, you just play with it and taste the chip, play with the flavors. And then I was like, I got it. And then I called Old Vienna. I was like, hey, I got this awesome idea. Let's do it. And they're like, yeah, it's awesome. Let's do it. So I brought them on Channel 2 with me, and the rest is history.
That's what's up, man. I mean, how many batches of wings did it take for you to get it right?
One.
One?
Yeah.
Show off.
You just said good.
Whatever, man.
I mean,
he's a show off.
I mean, you know.
He's like one.
Surprisingly,
you know, it's like 15 bags
surprising, no. It took me literally about a half an hour to make that seasoning.
Wow.
And then I was like, I got it. So I had people taste the chip, taste the seasoning, and they're like, yeah, that's it, man. So
try it right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know what a Red Hot Riplet is. So let's try this. Because I am actually hungry. I ain't gonna lie. So these are mainly on your main menu right now, right?
Yeah, we have 20 different kinds of chicken wings on the menu. And the Red Hot Riplets is one of our most popular. It's kind of put us on the map in a different demographic in St. Louis. You know, we were doing really well before. I've been on Channel 2, Channel 5, been in every like newspaper and all that stuff. And then once I did this, I posted something on Facebook and it got shared about 8,000 times. It went all over the country and it was insane, man. There was like 1,000 comments underneath there. And people started coming from all over the place. When people come in from out of town, they'll eat emos, Tedru's, box of Chinese food, and come here for the chicken wings.
That's dope.
Which is really cool.
That's dope. So I gotta ask you, do you have like because I know, you know, from my vegan brothers and sisters that are out there, especially in this room too, do you have any vegan, vegetarian type stuff for the vegans and vegetarians out there?
We do have veggie nuggets, so we call them veggie wings. They're made by a brand called Morningstar. It's a soy product. He's gonna get into that later.
He's like, oh man, I'm over there today.
But you know, it appeases to our people that don't eat meat.
Yeah.
So if you're a vegetarian, if you you know, don't eat chicken, or if your girlfriend, wife, husband, whatever doesn't eat chicken, you can bring them along and they can enjoy the veggie nuggets that we have. on any of our flavors.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm very happy you brought food because I was really hungry today. So
Right on.
this is gonna be dope. So anything new, anything coming up, any new flavors that are coming out that you guys are working on right now?
Man, I come up with stuff all the time. So we do a flavor of the month. So every month I have something new. And it's a chance for me to play with food because being a fine dining chef my whole career, it's like limiting myself to one item. Chicken wings is it gets kind of boring. So I use my knowledge of food to create different flavors for wings like every month. But you'll find me in the kitchen at work doing all kinds of stuff, and I'll post it on Instagram and making salmon and stuff. And people are like, "Are you putting that on the menu?" I'm like, "No, it's just my lunch."
Right.
So I kind of tease people with that.
I mean, I'd be interested to see what you could do with the whole Wing Company and like venturing outside of just chicken, but it's still got that same vibe or something like that. I would love to see you just play some jazz a little bit.
I want to, man, but every time I try to serve something in my restaurant that's not chicken wings, people don't order it.
Right.
They walk through the door at St. Louis Wing Company to get chicken wings.
Right.
So you don't expect to go there and eat like crab cakes or, a salmon fillet.
Yeah.
Which would be cool because I miss cooking that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but,
I love crab cakes.
Yeah.
I love crab cakes, so you got me at crab cakes. Well, I want to know a little bit more about kind of like the start of everything, because before, you weren't in the chef life, right?
Oh, man.
So what's your story before you became a chef?
Dude, I've been working in restaurants since I was 14 years old. I think all the chefs, I speak for pretty much all the chefs around the world. We all started off in the restaurant business because we had nothing else to do with our lives. We didn't know what we wanted to do, so we started washing dishes or cooking in restaurants and then realized that we became good at it. So I started working in restaurants when I was a teenager, and I kind of spiraled into a career. Something I just really didn't expect. Like Mike Johnson and a lot of other chefs that I know in St. Louis, we all pretty much have the same story. We, start off working in restaurants as a cook, and then we start working for better, chefs, and they teach us things, and then we realize that we're actually good at what we're doing, and then it kind of just evolves from there.
Right.
I've had some glitches in my personal story, which could probably be a whole nother show, but we can talk about it now if you want to.
Just a little snippet, because I know a lot of people would love to hear like the origin story of you and how you became who you are now. A little snippet. A little snippet is I'm going to reveal this for the first time publicly. So this is an exclusive.
It is an exclusive.
Uh-oh.
It's
exclusive.
It's never been publicized. People know. So after I came back from Louisville, Kentucky, I was working in a few restaurants there. I went to college, graduated from college in Louisville, came back to St. Louis, and I started riding motorcycles. Just got on the motorcycle scene in St. Louis and doing stunts, riding wheelies down the highway.
That's what's up.
All that dangerous stuff. And then I got into an alternative lifestyle, selling drugs. So it's nothing that I'm proud of, but I probably wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for that journey. I don't want to brag about how big of a drug dealer I was, but I'm not ashamed of it because I'm successful now in a whole different light.
Yeah.
So I did that for about 5 years, and I was riding motorcycles and kind of just like living a rock star lifestyle, and then I got caught, and I went to prison for 2 years.
Okay.
And I always wanted to open a restaurant, so during prison, it's not the darkest part of my life. It was stressful and it was scary, and
it's 2 years in
2 years in federal prison is like nothing nobody brags about and says, well, oh, I had a great time.
Well, before, what did you get caught with? If you mind me asking, like how much? 2 years is a while, so you had a little something on you. So what was it, and how much did it weigh? You know what I'm saying?
I had a large amount of cocaine.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so you were really pushing some weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was heavy, But I mean, like I said, it's nothing to brag about.
Right.
I'm not proud that I was breaking the law, but it's part of my life. It's kind of, you know, it's part of my journey, man. Like I said, I don't think I would be successful right now if it wasn't for the things that I went through, you know, in the past. So, yeah, I was a big-time drug dealer. Nobody really knew about it. I was friends with Murphy Lee and a bunch of people around St. Louis and riding motorcycles, and people just never knew, like, what I was doing, because it wasn't like I was bragging about being a criminal.
Right.
Because there's nothing, you know, there's nothing cool about that.
So you were like Denzel in American Gangster. You were hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, I was actually. Yeah.
Right, and then until she made me wear that fur jacket, that fur coat.
Yeah,
Damn, he had to though.
Exactly. But
that was Miss Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I didn't have a fur coat though.
Yeah, no. You just had a nice whip and,
I had
a couple bikes.
Some nice cars, some nice motorcycles.
Yeah.
And I lived in a very nice loft, so I kind of hid what I was doing from you know, the world. So unless you knew what I was doing, then you really didn't know.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not ashamed of anything I've ever done in my life. While I wish I didn't break the law, it kind of, like, I'm not ashamed of it.
Right.
I'm not really sorry.
Yeah.
It was, you know, the drug business is gonna happen.
It was your path, you know what I mean? It's your path in life.
It's my path.
You learned.
And it's behind me.
And obviously you did your time.
Yeah.
So 2 years after that, or like after your 2 years, you got out and you said,
2 years.
Wings or?
You know, I worked in a couple restaurants. I worked at Wildflower in the Central West End as the sous chef, and then I worked as a chef de cuisine at a restaurant called Mia Rosa that didn't last for very long. And after that, I was like, man, I got to do something. I got to own my own place, because being in the streets and being the executive chef at restaurants, you're not used to taking orders. So working for other people just kind of sucked, man.
Right.
And so I was like, you know what?
It kind of does.
I didn't want to work for the man anymore. So I just put myself in a position to become the man.
Yeah.
And now, you know, doing the stuff that I did in jail and being, you know, through the system, I've created a program with the U.S. Probation Office where I hire convicted felons.
That's what's up.
And I create jobs for people that otherwise wouldn't be employable.
Right. So, I like that. Yeah, you guys can clap for that. Please and thank you.
Yeah.
Please continue that. That's dope, man.
Yeah, I got
That's
a guy that's been working for me for 2 years. He did 13 years in prison, came to me about 8 days after he got out, told me he just wanted to be a normal guy. I believed him, I hired him, and he's still with me this 2 years later. So
that's what's up. I mean, real talk, you know, when you hear, I want to live a normal life, how long you been in prison? 13 years. That's, whatever you did was not normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever you did.
A lot of people are in prison for things they didn't do.
Right.
You know, but, you know, regardless of what he did or didn't do or what these guys did or didn't do, they all deserve a second chance.
Absolutely.
You know, it was really difficult for me to get my second chance. You know, there's not a lot of resources out there. There's not a lot of people like me that are willing to give you that chance.
Right.
So I created an avenue to be able to give people that chance. I mean, once I became successful, I measure success differently than some others, you know, but my brand is popular. People in St. Louis know me, they know my brand. So that level of success has put me in a position to create, you know, avenues for other people that otherwise wouldn't have that opportunity. So, you know, not everybody is a success story. Everybody that comes to work for me doesn't last.
Yeah, of course.
You know, but it doesn't matter with their record or if they don't have a record. If they do, you know, there's going to be knuckleheads with or without records. You know what I mean? So some people are successful and some aren't. You know?
But sometimes it all boils down to, as long as you get that one person. If you get that one person and change that one person's life, then you're doing a good thing, you know? I got to ask you, though, real quick, who gave you your second chance? Do you remember?
My probation officer believed in me.
That's
my father, my mom, my sister, my dad, and my son. Those are my core people in my life. And I think that just the relationship that I had with my family is what kept me grounded, kept me from looking backwards.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't go back to that lifestyle for anything in the world. My son's a starting running back for his high school.
Oh, no big deal.
No big deal, no. He's only carrying.
He's a healthy boy.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's nothing in the world that would keep me from being there for him and being there for my family and having them be proud of me.
That's what's up.
So, I mean, there's really not one person that gave me a chance. It was like, you know, I created my chance. I knew what needed to be done, and I did it. You know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean that's kind of my story in a nutshell. I'm writing a book, so once that's done, you guys will be able to like read all the details and all the crazy stuff that you see on Power, and you see, you know, I mean, that stuff really happened to me. So.
Oh, so you're Tommy.
Man, you know, I hear that all the time.
Of course.
I look nothing like the dude.
No, but you know what I'm saying? It's about the swagger, though.
Because I'm an urban guy in a, you know, whatever.
Yep.
I'm a white guy in an urban world. They go, oh, you're Tommy from Power. Like,
yeah.
No.
No, take that as a compliment. Trust me. Trust. No. No. Power. No, Power. Look it up. Right. But can you tell everybody, because you know I'm sure that people are watching, and of course Willie Lynch Jr. is salivating about those vegan wings. So where's your restaurant at?
It's on Manchester and Rock Hill, which is about 4 or 5 minutes from the Galleria.
Okay.
So it's like you take Brentwood, go up Manchester. It's about a mile up the street.
Mile up the street on Manchester, Willie. Anyway.
So we're gonna talk about Mike Johnson.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I was going to talk about that, but we were going to go into a quick commercial break.
Let's do it.
And when we come back, we're going to be playing a quick game and then see what he has to say about Mike Johnson here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's going to be fun. See you guys in a little bit. Peace.
You go media. Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
So here at the Tent Guy, we try to do things completely differently than everyone else has done in the past. Our emphasis is on customer satisfaction from the moment they walk into the door to the moment they leave in their vehicle with whatever service it is that they had performed. We know that we're not the cheapest around, but we are the best. And that's the emphasis that we try to push onto everyone. We don't want to be the people that are advertising we have the cheapest prices in town, because therefore we would never be the best. We offer full tinting services, custom tinting services on classic cars. We offer paint protection film, ceramic coatings, full detailing services. We offer full vehicle wrapping and graphics. We offer lettering on commercial vehicles. We offer full print vehicle wraps for advertising. We offer exterior window advertising, window perf. Not only do we do automobiles, but we do residences, also commercial buildings.
You're watching Pascal in the Morning. Welcome back.
Hey. Welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's the Pascal Show. We're about to play, and we're still here with Bobby Tessler. Make some noise for Bobby Tessler one more time. St. Louis Wing Company. We're about to play a fun little game. It's a little pop quiz. It's up your alley, though.
It's a fun game?
It's a fun game.
All right.
This is the fun part. So the thing is anytime you get the answer wrong, okay, if I get the answer right, you have to take a shot.
If you get it right, I have to take a shot.
Yep.
What are we shooting?
And if I get it wrong, I have to take the shot. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So what are we shooting?
Yeah.
It's called hot sauce, y'all. Hot sauce.
Hot
sauce.
Me and this guy are gonna fight after the show.
Hot sauce.
If I lose.
I don't think you're gonna lose. This is the part. Like, this is the fun part of the game. Front of the bag. Front bag. Live TV, y'all.
Can somebody throw me my water
Unzip
over here?
the front. Unzip that front. Right there.
No,
that box.
the ice
Toss it over.
Yeah.
Just toss it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Get this bell out. Okay. Just so you know it works.
All
It
right.
works. All right. Put right here. Something like that. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
We're going to do it again.
This is a good one.
Okay. Just ask the same question one more time.
Put the bell closer to Bobby, okay? This is a good one.
Keep it fair.
Martin Sheen played the president of the United States on this show?
West Wing.
I knew it. I knew he was gonna get it.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, see, ding.
You ready for this?
I ring the bell.
That's why I said keep it closer.
Can't believe I'm doing this.
That's why I said keep it closer.
Nummy. Nummy. Oh, good job with the hot sauce. With that hot sauce.
Luckily, I like that brand.
Well, that's good. We don't know what brand it is. We can't talk about it. It's not sponsored by anything.
What brand that is.
Anyway, next question. Let's go.
Okay, this 80s hair metal band biggest hit was a troubling song called 17.
Winger.
Oh, God, that was,
I should have rang and said winger.
God,
That's not fair.
Wow.
All right.
Get your sauce in, son.
Hold on.
Oh, man, this is fun.
Oh, this is fun now.
Fun.
Yeah, you can give them some.
That's real hot sauce, by the way.
Acid reflux.
Right.
Anybody got like Pepto-Bismol? Oh, hold up.
I was wondering.
The devil.
I was wondering why that bottle of hot sauce was sitting on the desk, by the way.
You know, we were plotting.
All
We
right,
wanted to
3
make your
more.
life miserable.
3 more.
All right, let's go.
Gordie Howe is the NHL team's all-time point scorer. This NHL team.
Gordy?
NHL?
Yeah.
The Red Wings.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
I mean, that's the only Wings.
Right.
They say Blues, but it's not. I mean, yeah.
That's
Wings.
the only reason.
Yeah. The Red Wings.
I have no idea who that is, by the way. But I just knew that this was about wings, so I just threw that out there.
Oh, you're smart. No, you're so smart. You finally figured it out?
My stomach hurt. Songs?
Oh, ABBA songs. I thought you were saying applesauce. I'm like, oh.
What network was this on?
Going down.
Yeah, we just let's start there.
No. I'm going down.
Yeah, that's about it.
You're going down the highway?
Sorry, I'm still
Can we go to the
I'm
next
still
one?
living in this
What
moment
if I,
here.
okay, what if I were to say this? Who is gonna take the next shot?
Yeah.
South Park.
Wow.
Oh
There you
my
go.
God.
Nice.
You can go.
What band was on that show?
I know. I was gonna say I don't know any band that was for
It was a single
whatever.
name wing. I don't
Just shot, take it. Holy cow! How many more questions are there?
I can't believe I'm doing this, bro.
I didn't know this one. Okay, ready? One more.
Have mercy. It's like drinking gasoline.
The figure in Greek myth had wax wings.
Caesar.
Icarus.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How did?
Don't fly too close to the sun.
Yeah.
Wax wings.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah.
Dude.
For the bonus, who had that on their album cover? I don't know. I just know it was
Okay.
on the
I was gonna say what?
I think
There you go, my
Seth should
brother.
take a shot.
That's the last one.
You know I have stomach issues, bro.
Sorry, I didn't Google you that hard.
I don't think I publicized that. Here, bottoms up.
There we go. I'll do it with
Come
you,
on,
man.
cheers.
Screw it.
Yeah,
Hey,
together.
hey, Mazel tov.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
So real quick. So tell me about this. I put up something a couple days ago, and he has a few choice words about the last guest I had on, who actually owns Sugar Fire and High Point Drive-In, Mike Johnson. You had a little bit to say about Mike Johnson.
You know.
So let's go. What's up?
No, I just saw the post, and
Whew. Yeah.
Mike's a buddy of mine. I mean, I've known Mike. We were chefs together in Clayton like 18 years ago, something like that, and we've just kind of known each other through the industry. And I've always admired him for the things that he's done. And our kids went to camp together and stuff, so I see Mike all the time. He's busy. I'm busy. It's not like we play golf together or anything. But when you posted that, I said, because you mentioned something about like having a food segment on your show or something, right? So I'm like, I want to challenge Mike to a cook-off, because he's classically trained like I am. I mean, now we're both in more of the fast casual dining aspects of our lives. And so, you know, it was just kind of funny. I was like, why don't you have, you know, Mike and I do a challenge on your show?
Yeah.
And because he went on the Food Network and went against Bobby Flay.
Yep,
So
beat
I'm
Bobby
like,
Flay.
Now he can get beat by his second Bobby.
Oh. So shots fired, and I'm going to say this, the challenge, the Pascal Show Cookout Challenge is going to be October 4th. Be sure to tune in. It's going to be against Bobby Tessler and Mike Johnson live, everybody. It's going to be insane. You got to check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're still working out all the details, but definitely October 4th. Mike Johnson, Bobby Tessler. It's going to be crazy. Barbecue versus wings. But we're not going to have them cook what they're used to cooking. We're going to have some fun, y'all. So definitely tune in on that. October 4th is going to be insane, all right? But anyway, thank you, Bobby, for being here, man. Make some noise for Bobby Tessler.
Yeah.
Be sure to check out his restaurant, St. Louis Wing Company. It's right off of Manchester, a little ways from Galleria. They got all kinds of crazy flavors over there. Go check them out. Obviously, they have their red hot riplets over there as well, so go and check them out. When we come back, we have the very hilarious, very talented Willie Lynch Jr. in the house. See you guys in a little bit.
You're going to perform tonight. I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions. Image a nation, image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
So here at the Tent Guy, we try to do things completely differently than everyone else has done in the past. Our emphasis is on customer satisfaction from the moment they walk into the door to the moment they leave in their vehicle with whatever service it is that they had performed. We know that we're not the cheapest around, but we are the best. And that's the emphasis that we try to push onto everyone. We don't want to be the people that are advertising we have the cheapest prices in town, because therefore we would never be the best. We offer full tinting services, custom tinting services on classic cars. We offer paint protection film, ceramic coatings, full detailing services. We offer full vehicle wrapping and graphics. We offer lettering on commercial vehicles. We offer full print vehicle wraps for advertising. We offer exterior window advertising, window perf. Not only do we do automobiles, but we do residences, also commercial buildings.
You're watching Pascal in the Morning. Welcome back.
No, I was bored.
All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said, if this is your first time checking out this show, please go and click that like button on the Facebook page. Also, go to the YouTube channel, The Pascal Show, youtube.com, The Pascal Show. Please go and click that subscribe, all right, so that you can see every week our wonderful, beautiful faces of all races and kinds and people and all the talent that we have on this show. Anyway, my next guest, this guy is hilarious, very talented stand-up comedian. He just got done opening for D.L. Hughley at the Helium Comedy Club. Please welcome the traveling black vegan, my brother, Willie Lynch Jr., everybody. Hey.
What's the word, baby?
What's up, man?
Oh, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here, my dude.
Thank you.
It means a lot. You're welcome. Yes, Mom.
Hey, put that leg right there.
Tell me about the, I don't know. So, how things been, man?
Man, everything's going well. Like my grandfather used to say, I'm kicking but not high, flipping but can't fly, and living but bound to die.
Wow, I like that. Wow, I like that, man. Say that one more time. I want to hear that one more time.
I'm kicking but not high, I'm flipping but can't fly, and I'm living but bound to die.
I love that, man.
Yeah, man.
I like that. Your grandpa said that?
He never said regular sentences. He was always speaking those type of things.
That's what he always had sayings.
Yeah, never just normal conversation. It was always those old adages or whatever you call those things.
I like that, man. I want to tell you that, real talk, I saw you opening for DL because I saw that the DL Hughley show and at Over at Helium. And I'm telling you, you were absolutely 100% hilarious. But what I loved about your stand-up is that you also throw out knowledge. You kind of educate, but then you throw in the funny stuff. It's all funny, but there's knowledge in there. There were things that I'm like, I'm like literally Googling things while you are, I'm serious, I'm laughing, but I'm Googling, looking things up because I'm like, what is that? And that's an herb? And that does what to my, you know what I'm saying? So where did you come up with your stand-up, you know? Like, how did you figure out your niche, you know, your thing?
Well, my background, I went to college to study history. So I got my BA in history, my master's in education. My plan was to do my PhD in history or Africana studies. And
congratulations on that, man.
Oh, thank you. Ain't nothing, that's dead. Don't congratulate me on no debt, man. You loan me some money, dog.
Hey, you're still using it, though.
Yeah.
You're still using it.
But what happened was, I've been doing comedy off and on since I was a kid.
Right.
But I never really got serious, because I went through some ups and downs. You know, one point in time, I couldn't even really be around people because I was sick.
Right.
Because something had happened to me. So I battled depression, you know, I had major anxiety attacks and stuff like that. And so I couldn't do comedy, or I couldn't even just be normal. And once I got better, I graduated from Tennessee State with my master's. I was my undergrad at Fisk. And I come back home, I'm from East St. Louis. Woo, hey, mama.
Shout out to East St. Louis.
I had come back home and I was like, I'm gonna try this comedy thing again. And I was trying to find my niche because I was like, okay, I know too much information to be just a regular silly guy on stage, you know, just telling regular jokes.
Right.
So what I did, I was studying the greats like Dick Gregory and Paul Mooney, George Carlin, etc.
Right.
And I was like, I gotta try to blend information with comedy. So that's where it came from.
Wow. So you were telling me that you just said something about anxiety and depression, that kind of thing. How did you overcome those things to be able to be on stage now?
Well, what happened, in college, a friend of mine, this one time I knew for certain, a friend of mine actually laced my weed that I was smoking. And I think somebody else had done it too. And I literally went from being me, the really silly, outgoing, playful kid, like the little Eddie Murphy. Ooh, I was always crazy, silly, just, you know, want to play around. And I literally just seemed like overnight, I didn't want to be around people. I couldn't breathe, I would have anxiety attacks. My equilibrium was just off. There was a host of things that was going on with me. And I was on medication, I was suicidal, and my mom actually talked me out of committing suicide March 31st, 2005. I was literally ready to just go. And they about to put me in the hospital. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna change up some things. And I did. And I was better for a while. And then to fast forward to 2016, you know, I started changing more in depth what I was doing. I became a vegan in 2013, August the 16th. I started that journey because my aunt died on her birthday, my Aunt Barbara. Whew. It just hit me, G. So my aunt passed, and I'm reading all this African history stuff, and I knew, okay, at one point in time, black people ate a certain way.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I can't be walking around here saying I'm conscious and I'm woke, and I'm only partially woke. So I was like, I gotta change my diet. So I got into this veganism stuff, and then just kept, kept getting further and further with it. And I would always post this information on social media about, hey, don't eat this, don't eat that, because I started studying this guy named Dr. Sebi, who I just adore. He's, it's like I consider my master teacher. He was an herbalist, and I'm studying him, and people would always say, man, you always tell us not to eat stuff. Won't you tell us what to eat?
Right.
And so my best friend and my business partner, his name was Lil Ed, and he's really the reason why I started doing comedy. He said, man, you ought to start doing meal planning for people. And so I started a business doing that. So I started helping people lose weight by having them eat natural, plant-based foods.
Right.
Notice I said natural, because there are a bunch of plant-based foods that are not natural, and people don't know that, and therefore they're getting sick. So
Really?
Yes.
Like for example, what's a plant-based food that's not natural?
Like tofu, like soy.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
People eat those things.
Right.
And my man, like I was just telling, I said, we're gonna get some business together because they're alternatives that are natural and they taste delicious. So I got into the food thing. I started meal planning and started studying food. And I work with some famous folks in terms of helping them with their nutrition. And then I kind of got a little deeper. I started, messing around with herbs, listening to Dr. Sebi. And I healed myself of a malady that happened when I was in college. My lungs were messed up. Like I couldn't even breathe. Like I developed asthma when I was 21. And I had anxiety attacks and I had severe nerve damage. And I remember I started messing with herbs in 2016 because I was living in Harlem in New York. Started messing with the herbs. And I told my roommate at the time, I said, bro, I think I can see again. Because it's like my equilibrium was off. Like I could see some, but it was like crooked. Like I shouldn't have even been driving for the last 15 years. That's how sick I was.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I started using herbs. Not only could I see straight, I started breathing better. And then my mental clarity came again. So I started doing those things. And if you look at my old stand-up, I would mix regular silly black folk stuff with history, because I'm a historian. But when I got into the nutrition, now I mix all three of them together.
Right.
So this is where it came from.
That's what's up. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, because yeah, that's really great. You know what I mean? So, because I know that a lot, at least the stand-up that I saw, like a lot of it was about veganism and your experience with all that. So obviously you've never done a push-up in your life, just by looking at you. You obviously have not done a push-up in your life. Were you always this fit before veganism, or you got fit after veganism?
What started?
Yeah.
I started lifting weights April 2010. One of my frat brothers, named Ron Young, he's a minister. Started working with him, my friend Evert. And I kept saying I wanted to gain weight. I was 165 pounds. And I was like, I'm gonna start lifting or whatever. And that's when I started. But I wasn't lifting properly, so I had major back issues to the point I was gonna have to have back surgery. And so when I started changing things, it was a little different. So I've been lifting weights for about 8 years now. I started doing CrossFit and strength and conditioning. I was doing something called Strongman. Yeah. It's a gym in Chicago, west suburbs. A good friend of mine, his name is Nate I. He had an amazing gym, and he had me lifting. If you go on my YouTube, you'll see me lifting I was deadlifting 475 pounds. Yeah. And I got into that. So I started lifting because of that.
Oh, okay.
In the last 8 years, I would say.
Okay, and then when you changed your diet, did you see a major change? Aside from just hey, my equilibrium's starting to get back to, things are changing internally, but externally, did you see any change?
Well, the equilibrium didn't change until I started using the herbs.
Oh, okay.
Because the herbs are super powerful. But what happened was I kept arguing with Nate. He said, if you do this vegan thing, you're not gonna be able to lift all of this stuff. And I couldn't prove him right. I couldn't prove that he was wrong, so I didn't want to say nothing. I was like, I'm gonna prove you wrong after I do my research. So I started doing the research, and nothing really changed for in terms of bad. I still was strong. Now, once I started using herbs, I got even stronger. My body fat, all of those things. When I quit eating starch, my body started to change.
Wait. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, right.
Yeah, that's the blue fair vein, baby, in the middle week.
Which is funny because in your stand-up you talked about that. When I saw you just a few weeks ago, you were talking about how Black Panther was all basically I don't know, something about herbs and how everything was about basically veganism. You know what I mean? Whenever they got hurt, they would take the herbs and do those kind of things. So I mean what kind of herbs what do you recommend then?
Okay, number one, we must differentiate between a natural herb versus an unnatural herb.
Okay.
Because most people
teach us.
They'll be, you see people on Instagram, I'm healthy, baby. I'm using my aloe vera. I'm using my turmeric. And they're so excited. Comfrey and all these things, and golden seals and echinacea. They're so excited because they're using herbs, but those are artificial herbs. And you can tell, if you do the research, you can tell when they were made and everything, but if you just test the pH of them, they have a pH below 7, therefore they're acid. And if they're acid, they can be natural. So once I started finding out the natural herbs, it's a good book you ought to pick up. It's called Alkaline Herbal Medicine by a good friend of mine, Akil Anis. And I started using herbs like sarsaparilla, or burdock, or elderberry, or elderflower, blue vervain, cocoa mecca.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, but these are kind of herbs that you're not finding at your local, like, Walmart or...
No.
Yeah,
like, there's
so where
different
are you
places you can get them.
this?
Like a good friend of mine, also a business partner, if you go to Golden Grocer in St. Louis, Golden Grocer Natural Food, they have a lot of natural herbs there. But there are different places you can get them online. Actually, if you just go outside the crib, you'll find them. Like, it's a plant called red clover. It grows all over St. Louis and in East St. Louis. Has these like the green, like, you know, leaves or whatever, and then the bud is like green and it's like pink, kind of purplish. Now that, you can eat them and it relax your nerves, lower your blood pressure, and it's good for women when they drink it as a tea, because it clean out them tubes down there that you heard me talk about.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, those, they grow outside too. But you gotta be careful in the city, because bum pee ain't no joke.
Yeah.
Bro, I thought I was
It can burn a hole through brick, you know what I
Man.
mean? That's some crazy stuff, man. So how did you get linked up to open, because I know there's a lot of, you know, local comedians, even the comedians outside of this city that always are interested in like wanting to know how they can open or feature for a touring act, or, you know, like, for example, D.L. Hughley. It's like, how did you get that link to sit down and be able to open for D.L. Hughley? I mean, that's a big thing.
Well, let it be clear, I'm not a local comedian. I just happen to be in the area.
No, I'm just saying local comedians.
But what happened
here, you know?
was, like, I've been traveling. I'm known in the comedy industry. I played the Apollo April 7, 2016, and demolished it.
That's what's up.
Literally, I won the biggest urban comedy festival in the world. It's called the Bay Area Black Comedy Competition. Any black comic that you can think of back in the day performed in that competition. Like, DL actually got robbed, and he lost it in the early, I think it was 1989, and I won. And so when I first met DL, I bumped into him at Helium 2 years ago. Now, he'd already been following me on Facebook and Instagram, so he knew who I was. And so when he you know, we connected since then, and he had me open for him at Caroline's on Broadway last January. And then when he came in town, you know, since I moved back, you know, I reached out and I said, hey, you know, can I work with you? He's like, yeah, come on.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on all
Thank you,
that,
brother.
too. So I understand that you've got something that you can leak out right now, something in regards to, actually still in regards to D.L. Hughley.
No, I ain't gonna leak it. It'll be,
you can announce it.
No, I'm not gonna announce it today.
You can't.
No. That's what I was saying. I was like, it's something that's,
Oh.
Yeah, but working with DL.
Okay.
And it's gonna be dope, man. And it's like a big thing for the career. 'Cause I've been in the game for a while, man. You have those ups and those downs.
Oh, of course.
And so, like, now I'm going on the way back up.
That's what's
It's a
up.
blessing.
Okay. Well, you can't talk about that one, but you can at least talk about the traveling black vegan.
Yes, the traveling black vegan. That's
So tell me more about that.
That's me. That's my thing.
Right.
And I'm working on the show, and I'm pitching it. I've already pitched it, and I'm actually getting it tight and getting it together. But one of my idols is a guy named Anthony Bourdain, who actually just passed. And I was watching his show. First it was the No Reservations. Then of course,
Parts Unknown.
Parts Unknown, and then I forget there's another one called Layover. I was watching those when I was in college, and I watched him when he was in Ghana, and I was like, I want to go to Africa now because I always wanted to go because that's home.
Right.
But when I got to see these images, like, and I loved his commentary, and I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to travel the world. And so just by virtue of my traveling, and then now I'm in the different foods, like natural foods and herbs. Like, the show that I'm doing is my traveling. I'm going to be traveling around the world looking for food, like specific, you know, plants that are native to, you know, specific parts of the world, like camu camu, which you can find in the rainforest in South America. It's a very delicious plant. Cusca, or you know, it's a plant called Drago. It's dragon's blood.
Yeah,
like,
Drago.
Yeah.
I will break you.
Or callaloo. You know, these different fruits and vegetables and herbs. You know, I'll be going around the world looking for them, and then finding like vegan restaurants, or even just hanging out and just with indigenous folk. Like I'm going to Cuba and be filming in there in a couple weeks.
Oh, that's nice.
You know, but just gonna be me, just going around the world, because I'm a historian, so I can talk about the history stuff of it, and then the food thing, and then I'm crazy too, because my parents are first cousins, so the show gonna be retarded.
What?
Yeah, they are.
Really?
No, I'm lying, but.
Okay, I was gonna say. I was like, what's going on now? Now, I also understand that you have something coming up at the Houston Improv.
Yes.
Houston Improv in September, right?
Yes. I'm recording my new comedy album. I have one out right now. It's on iTunes, so go get it right now. I recorded that at the Atlanta Comedy Theater last April, but I'm recording my new one. It's gonna be at the Houston Improv. It's gonna be produced by Ali Sadiq. And yes, that's the next thing. One of the next things I'm doing. One of the next things.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited for you, man.
Thank you, brother.
I'm excited. You're very, very funny. I'm looking forward to what you do, like, very, very soon. The thing that you can't talk about and all that stuff. Now I feel robbed because I was excited about talking about that too,
well,
man.
The reason
but
why
now,
I want to say, because, you know, in this industry,
yeah,
like, you know, you could get promised something or something could be in the
right.
works, and then, like, because I've done things before where I said, hey, I'm about to do this, and then it don't happen, then you be embarrassed.
It could turn on a dime, so
yeah,
I understand.
So,
oh, I understand. I understand.
Yeah, man.
Well, so where are you going to be? Are you going to be doing any stand-up anytime soon in town, at least locally?
Yes. I'm actually in the works, hopefully, if everything goes well, because, you know, stuff gets crazy. Supposedly doing a night, my own night at the Laugh Lounge, Jesse Taylor spot. I'm also going to start producing a weekly show over at the spot called Luna Lounge, over on the east side in Belleville, downtown Belleville. So those are the local things that I'm doing. And then I'm about to collaborate with some people and put some workshops together about food, because I'm really, really into food. That's why I was just telling my man, like, I'm gonna show him how to tweak that vegan chicken thing.
Yeah.
Like, you can switch, like, the ingredients, all you gotta do is switch up. Like, if you look up a guy on YouTube named Ty's Conscious Kitchen, that's a friend of mine, amazing chef, and he cooks like the Dr. Sebi way, the alkaline vegan way. And so, like, you can make, like, if you guys get a chance, get some oyster mushrooms. And go on my Instagram and look at oyster mushrooms. You can make oyster mushrooms taste like chicken, and they're natural. And oyster mushrooms are good for not only, because they're full of potassium, that's for the blood pressure, for the central nervous system. Also, they're full of zinc for the reproductive system. So, brothers, you eating a lot of mushrooms.
There's no stopping you, right?
Whammy, bammy.
That's what's up. I'm going to look this up.
Yeah, man.
What's it called again? One more time for everybody. I'm sure everybody wants to know. What is it called?
Oyster mushrooms.
Oyster mushrooms.
Yes.
Are they easy to find? Like,
yes, you can go. See, that's the other thing. My business, one of my businesses, like I said, I do meal planning, and I teach people how to eat, like the natural way. Like the stuff I'll give you is stuff that's native to this earth. Therefore, it assimilates with the body. So you go to get some oyster mushrooms. You could go to Jay's International Market on South Grand. That's where I get a lot of my stuff. You go get some real bananas, because most people have never even seen or had a real banana.
A real banana, yeah, that's
They have
true.
them there. You go there, you get the oyster mushrooms. What you do is you get you some chickpea flour, put it in a bowl, mix it with a little spring water, season it with natural stuff like sea salt, onion powder, basil, thyme, oregano. You know, you whisk it up, you put them in there, let them soak for a little bit. Then you put another bowl. You can either use another chickpea flour or some spelt flour, or even teff. And then you just batter them, you know, you flip them around, you re-season them, put them in a cast iron skillet with a little grapeseed oil, and man, bruh, they get good and crispy, and they're natural, and it's like a replacement for meat. And because when you ain't eating meat, your breath don't stink, your feet, because my feet used to smell, whew, but now they're good.
But now they're good.
Yeah.
Because of these mushrooms.
Oh, the mushrooms, man, they ain't no joke, brother.
I'm gonna have to look that up, man.
Look them up.
All right. So you like the king of mushrooms?
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
My son is.
I bet he is. Is he a good cook?
No, he'll be 2 in a couple days.
Oh, well, what am I saying?
All they good for is wine and boo-boo. You hear me?
Yeah, exactly.
Wine and boo-boo.
Well, he's the king. He's the prince.
Oh man, he's gonna be.
He's the prince of mushrooms
yeah.
right now. Anyway, give it up for Willie Lynch Jr. Everybody. Be sure to check him out. Please go Google him. Look him up on YouTube, the whole nine. This man's really, really funny. He's got a bunch of stuff coming up, especially in September. A bunch of things going on. Obviously, give it up for the traveling black vegan one last time, everybody.
cap outside the building.
Yes, man, I appreciate it. We'll be right back, guys. We'll be right back. See you guys.
You're going to perform tonight. I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions. Image a nation, image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
So here at the Tent Guy, we try to do things completely differently than everyone else has done in the past. Our emphasis is on customer satisfaction from the moment they walk into the door to the moment they leave in their vehicle with whatever service it is that they had performed. We know that we're not the cheapest around, but we are the best. And that's the emphasis that we try to push onto everyone. We don't want to be the people that are advertising we have the cheapest prices in town, because therefore we would never be the best. We offer full tinting services, custom tinting services on classic cars. We offer paint protection film, ceramic coatings, full detailing services. We offer full vehicle wrapping and graphics. We offer lettering on commercial vehicles. We offer full print vehicle wraps for advertising. We offer exterior window advertising, window perf. Not only do we do automobiles, but we do residences, also commercial buildings.
You're watching Pascal in the Morning. Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for watching. It really means a lot. Also, I just found out that they just announced, or at least Jada Pinkett Smith just put it on Instagram. Girls Trip 2 is coming out, apparently. They looks like they're gearing up for a new sequel for that hit, that comedy hit. So congratulations to all of them. But anyway, we got to get going. I just wanted to say a big thank you to Bobby Tessler. Make some noise for Bobby Tessler. Means a lot. Also, a big thank you to Willie Lynch Jr. Willie Lynch Jr., everybody. I appreciate it. Again, man, now I'm getting heartburn like a mug right now. I'm gonna be real. But I need some herbs. I need some oyster mushrooms.
Oyster mushrooms.
Some oyster shrooms up in this piece. So I'm about to go learn how to cook here. I'm gonna talk to you guys soon. I'll see you guys on Friday. We have Damon Williams. He's in town. Very, very funny. He's got a stand-up stint over at this weekend at the Laugh Lounge, so tune in. And also we have Mac Curran. He is the head of marketing over at Wheelhouse, sitting down and talking about his crazy journey and his life. So definitely tune in on Friday. It's going to be one hell of a show. It's time to get going, and as I always say, it's never too late to sit down and get to know somebody. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys on a blessed Friday. Much love to you guys. Peace.
You're
feel performing tonight?
I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is gonna leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions. Image a nation, image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
So here at the Tent Guy, we try to do things completely differently than everyone else has done in the past. Our emphasis is on customer satisfaction from the moment they walk into the door to the moment they leave in their vehicle with whatever service it is that they had performed. We know that we're not the cheapest around, but we are the best. And that's the emphasis that we try to push onto everyone. We don't want to be the people that are advertising we have the cheapest prices in town, because therefore we would never be the best. We offer full tinting services, custom tinting services on classic cars. We offer paint protection film, ceramic coatings, full detailing services. We offer full vehicle wrapping and graphics. We offer lettering on commercial vehicles. We offer full print vehicle wraps for advertising. We offer exterior window advertising, window perf. Not only do we do automobiles, but we do residences, also commercial buildings.
You're watching Pascal in the Morning. Welcome back.